we go. Hey, what's up everybody? We got a few things planned for today. For one, we have this truck. So this truck is one we bought. We bought this at an auction. It was sight unseen. We didn't really know what it was, but it's an old International. There's the badge, International. So it's in pretty rough shape, but it was only like $3,000 for the truck and the bed. So we picked it up mainly because, I mean, the truck is in pretty rough shape. Trevor just went and hauled it in here. Looks like we have a mouse that's got in here because yeah, there's mouse poop all over the place. So it is pretty rough, but we weren't planning on using this full time. This is going to be a spare truck just in case one of ours breaks down. It runs. It needs power steering stuff done to it. It also, the seat, the airbag in the seat doesn't stay pumped up. It just like sinks to the floor. But this bed is actually the same bed that is on our other International. Our bed's in much better shape. This one looks like, I guess they hauled compost with it, but the truck looks really rough. So like these beaters, like everything's loose, like nothing, everything's worn out. Like it's almost, the chain's almost worn through this little turnbuckle there. So it definitely needs some work. This bearing's out, but we don't have any more bearings, so it might just have to be okay. And then I don't know what they were hauling. They said compost, but you can see how bowed out this is. We have beds that are like almost 30 years old that don't look this bad. And then the side of it, this is a patch they put on, but there was a huge hole there apparently from something. But then there's also a pretty big hole right here. But this is a good bed. It just needs to be patched and fixed up just a little bit. So this is one thing that we are working on today. The other thing we're doing today is all of our other trucks, the beaters are completely wrapped up with twine. And we're gonna be hauling, so today is Friday. So we're gonna try and get everything finished, ready, set up today. And then Monday, I'll be gone. It's spring break for me. So we have a trip planned. I won't be here all next week, but whoever is here, they're gonna be hauling manure. They're gonna start hauling manure and Christopher's gonna start planting grain. And yeah, they'll be doing that Monday. So we gotta get all the twine off the beaters and make sure that they're cleaned up, ready to go. But how we do that is we actually do a mixture of gas and diesel. So it lights easy, but then burns slow. And that's what we dump it on the beaters and light them on fire. So I'm gonna go find a gas jug and we're gonna go start doing that. Okay, I have my my jug of fruit punch here. So I just gotta grab this guy. We're gonna go get started. So hopefully it gets warmer because it's a little cold outside, so having a little bit of fire will be nice. We're gonna start here on the end. We have a whole line of trucks because the wind is blowing this way. So if I start on the end, then I won't be standing in smoke the whole time. But you can see all that twine just totally wrapped up. The top beater, not so much, but that middle beater just gets wrapped up on every single one of these trucks. So we're gonna get started with this one. Try not to splash it on myself, because that wouldn't be very good. Just want to soak it. Let it soak in all the way to the middle, ideally. All right, let's see if that does the trick. Oh, there we go. I definitely did the trick. that's how we get the twine off. It's the easiest way. Takes a while, but it does work. That one's finishing up. I'm gonna go get some more fruit punch, and I'm gonna start on the next one right here. This one doesn't have as much on it, so there's not any on that end. I think because we had to replace the bearing, so we already cut the stuff off of this side, but it does have some. Ooh, that's nice and warm. I just want to stand right here. Nice and toasty. Nice and cozy. Oh, it feels good on my face. It feels so good on my face. It's only about 40 degrees, maybe a little colder out here. So it feels awesome on my face. Just let that burn for a little bit.
Burn, baby.
Well, Trevor has to replace the ram on this truck right here. He wants me to wait to burn this truck till he's done. I can't imagine why. It's not like there's a cloud of smoke wafting around the truck.
Used to have an SCBA out when I played in the smoke.
So we'll wait to burn this truck till he's done. This is the one that had the bad door that we fixed, and the door twisted sideways and took the seals out of this ram. So we have another truck that has a bad motor, so we just took this ram, the one that's down there, we took it off the other truck, and we're just gonna put it on this truck for now. We're gonna let this burn for a little bit. Once Trevor's done, we'll start up the next one and just keep moving down the line. We also have this one we gotta do. While Trevor is finishing up that truck, oh, well, I was gonna come burn this one off, but there's no twine on this truck. Oh, I know why. Because this truck didn't haul manure last fall. This had the spud bed on it. This is the one we just changed the bed. We put this hay bed back on because this truck was broke down all fall. So I guess we are gonna have to wait for Trevor to finish so we can light up the next one. Got it burning. This is the third one we've done, and it's burning pretty good. I changed my mixture a little bit so it's not quite as explosive of a burn, but it's working pretty good. We have 3 more to do, so I'm gonna do that really speedy. They're all done. That one's still burning pretty good, but the rest of those are about done smoldering and simmering, and once they get completely done, we'll go back through and kind of scrape off a little bit and see what's left. What's left we might just cut off if it's burned off most of it. If there's still a ton there, we can always go back through and burn them again. But for the most part, I think they look pretty good. A lot of the twine has melted off into piles underneath the back, so we're gonna let these finish up, and then we'll go check and see how they look. We just have this last one that's still kind of burning just a little bit, but I'm gonna head back in the shop and see how Josh and Trevor are going with that truck, trying to get that all fixed up and running so we can have a spare, another spare at least, because next week we're only gonna have 4 drivers. So we have 7 trucks ready, so we'll have 3 spares. So this will be a 4th spare. We just can't find enough drivers to run all the trucks and the loaders, and so we're just gonna run at about half capacity next week. Well, they've been working on this. This is the bearing that was out, that took off. But look at that lovely keyway. You know, it's supposed to be like this, not all wide like that. So, but you can't really fix that unless you change the whole shaft. But I imagine most of the keyways on this thing are like that. And then coming up to the front of the truck, we had a power steering issue. And we were hoping that it was just a leaky hose. But Trevor has come to the conclusion that it is the power steering pump.
Can't find a hole.
There's no hole in the hose, so it's just leaking out of the pump somewhere. So this truck needs a new power steering pump. And we also don't have the bearing that goes on the back of this because, well, we went and ordered a bunch. So we have a bunch of bearings, but they're not the right block. So the block is different. So we are waiting for those bearings to get in. They're on order. And we don't know if we're gonna even get this truck. We might just go park this truck because right now it probably won't even get driven. So we don't know that it's even worth fixing right now. So we're gonna discuss and see if it's even worth putting any more effort into this old auction truck, or if we'll just leave it sitting and maybe get it running another time. So we'll think about it. But for now, I don't know that we're gonna fix this thing and get it going. We may patch the holes, because even if we sell it, it'd be nice to sell it with no holes in the bed. So a couple little things we will fix on it, but power steering pump, I imagine those are a couple $1,000s. So we're not gonna put the money into it right now. All right, well, we're airing this up to pull it out. We decided we're just not gonna fix it right now. We're gonna go park it back behind the cellars where nobody will see it and it will just get long forgotten. We'll probably pull it in next winter is my guess and finally fix the parts that it needs. But for right now, we don't need it. We don't wanna spend the money on it right now. So we're just gonna go park it. One reason we kind of do want to keep this is because we talked to our mechanic, and this has about one of the best motors you can get in a truck. So we don't really want to sell it, we just don't want to fix it right now. Well, when we were outside, when Trevor was changing the ram on the other side, we noticed that the bed was cracked on this truck. So if you look right here, we got a little crack right there. And it goes all the way and cracked all the way over this side. So I'm gonna weld this up, but then we were looking once we got it in here, and this side is cracked too. So we got a crack right here. So I'm gonna finish welding this up so we can get it out. Josh and Trevor are on their way out the door. Grandpa's out here. But the depth wheel, it's right here. Crack's right there on that piece. Just a little crack, but the other side's, well, no, it's cracked all the way across and all the way. That whole brace is cracked right underneath that ram. But Josh and Trevor have to go take a depth wheel off our chisel plow. My dad's out chisel plowing, and hopefully they can get that fixed because we have a lot of chisel plowing to do. Pretty good. It's all welded up in there. Welded on both sides. I think it'll hold. Should hold. If it doesn't, we'll weld it back together. But these guys just walked in with his tires, so let's go see how it looks. Looks like it's just off the bead. Hopefully we can just use the bead bazooka and air it back up. Alright, let's see if this works. We only got 60 pounds in there.
Damn, look at that. That's awesome.
That works pretty good.
Spray
Now we have to see if see where it's leaking. He touched it and it came off. Now we gotta do it again. Now pump it up good. See if it's leaking. Oh, there's a bead, but it's not on the bead yet, so.
Playing it again. It's got dirt or something.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's just dirty. Need to take it off and clean it.
Yep.
Okay, well, we just cleaned up the bead, put it back on the bead. We're guessing it was just low from sitting all winter. Came off the bead, and then it had dirt on the bead to when we put it back up, it started leaking. So yeah, just a little dirty. We're gonna go put it on. All right, let's go put this thing on. These fields have all been disked. And then we had some cows out here grazing on it over the winter. So now we're chisel plowing it. And our 9510 is back. They finally fixed it. Got the motor repaired. So we're gonna put this thing on, and we're guessing it was just low from being over winter.
Sure it was. I only went that far.
We put it on, the bead leaked, and then it just had dirt on it, so we cleaned it up.
Well, I was
Doesn't
trying
leak,
to get
so.
it adjusted. Hoses were all not in the right spot, so I was grabbing the wrong levers. So I changed them all. But I look back there and I'm going, crap, the tires.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's what it is. Line. He might have with his and Mark. Sat.
I expect everybody in the comments to go get after Trevor for not going crossways and just going around in a circle.
I got it sideways and it's good enough for me. I like it going down the road.
Well, let's see how it works. Should work pretty good. There we go. Man, I've never seen something work better than a Lemken. These things are awesome. He's going. He's just leveling it and getting it all set up because he just got into the field. So we're gonna head back to the shop. This truck's done. Backing it out. I think all the manure trucks are ready to go and the loaders are ready to go. I think we're ready to haul manure. Now it just has to dry up a little bit over the weekend and we should be able to haul next week. All right, now that we're back in the shop, we have one more job that we got to get done before next week. Because Christopher's got to use this. This generator has a big car battery in the back and it's dead. So we got to change the battery. But when we were mounting this aluminum box, we didn't think about it. Didn't even think that there was a battery in there, and we put it too close, so we can't change it. We have to, the bolts for this thing are really hard to get to, but the bolts for this are open and easy right there. So we're just going to take the 4 bolts out and hopefully just slide the generator forward. It only has to move forward about 6 inches, and then we can change the battery, put it all back together, slide it back, bolt it down. So that's what we are attempting to do right now. That's where the bolts go. So a lot easier to get to the bolts on this. 2 bolts on each side, and then it can be slid. Ideally, we will see if that's the case. Well, we just slid it.
Shorty.
It unbolted easier than expected, and now we have plenty of room. Just grabbed onto it and slid it out a little bit. Maybe next winter we can remount it right there. For now, we'll just change the battery, push it back, line these holes up, put it back together. All right guys, well I hope you enjoyed today's video. Josh just went to go get a new battery for this. I have to take off. Make sure if you've enjoyed this video that you go down below, you hit subscribe. If you want to join the RMF Club, comment RMF Club and hit the like button. But you also need to fill out the form. There is a form down below. Go click on that, fill it out. Because here in, probably when we hit 90,000 or 100,000 subscribers, one of those two, we're going to be doing a pretty big giveaway. So all the giveaway winners are going to be coming off the list from the RMF Club forum. So if you want to be a part of any future giveaways, make sure to go fill that form out so you are in the RMF Club. We're also going to be picking a random comment from every video that says RMF Club in it. We're going to be sending you some stickers, so look out for that. I love you. I'll see you in the next one.